Hi, it's Todd at Todd's Workshop and Todd Cutler here, and today we're going to have a look at a 16th century crossbow that I've made for a friend. Now the reason I did this was that he bought this goat's foot lever from an auction for a whopping £50 or $60, and it's clearly old. It's wrought iron or shear steel, don't really know what. The other thing is that we don't know how old. It really could be sort of 200 years upwards, but whether it's 16th century, 15th century, newer, we don't know. Anyway, it's a lovely piece of work and he needed a bow to suit. This sort of bow here, it's very typically 16th century from Spain particularly. So I know there's a Padre Island shipwreck in America, off the coast of America, where they trawled up a load of bows similar to this, but you see them in museums as well. So in terms of construction, it is in many respects a fairly standard medieval, that we've got a trigger system here that is just the same as the old medieval ones. Even though they were able to make more advanced trigger systems, cleverer trigger systems, they didn't do that on these bows. I'm guessing because they were just cheap manufacture, pretty much munition grade stuff. What is interesting here is that the bow is set back from the front. So it comes further back than medieval bows. What that allows for is a longer bolt, which gives you a bit more stability. I usually run my lugs through the trigger axle, but the geometry of this one had to be different because the goat's foot was different. Then we've got steel plating on the front here, which, again, even the crazy heavy medieval bows, they didn't seem to need this. So why they've gone for this, I don't really know, but it seems characteristic of this bow style. And then just a hanging ring on the front here for just hanging it on the wall. Hemp bindings, as you would expect. So the rest of the layout is very normal, but the stock, you can see, is very parallel all the way down, as if it's been cut from a plank. Essentially it's a very plain bow. I kind of like the form, but it is also fairly boring. It's quite austere. What you do with the nut is you set it as you would expect, then the goat's foot goes on, and it just has these little returns here that allow it to hook onto the pin there. Put the butt into the crease of your leg, just draw back, quarrel goes on, so they really are quite fast to shoot and reload. So, a lovely, if not very exciting, little bow. Thank you.